Hello and a very good afternoon to all our viewers. Welcome to Singer School's Rugby League. Almost the business end of this exciting and thrilling weekend here. We are bringing you live pictures from Royal Sports Complex as the defending champions Royal will host the Green Machines Isipathana College. Isipathana of course played some great running rugby last week against St. Peter's, leading that halftime 21 points to 20, but they were unable to score a single point in that second half. And also Royal College in the defeating setup against Trinity College, although it's not a league game, it is the second leg of the Bradbury Shield, but it was a loss for Royal, although in aggregate Royal claimed that 75th Bradbury Shield encounter. So Royal versus Isipathana, it's all up to play here, and the conditions are really nice and getting a bit cooler after that hot conditions in the afternoon. Both coaching staffs looking positive after especially coach Viper Gunaratna, after that loss against Isipathana. He thought that this team will bounce back last week against St. Peter's. They almost did though, but only in that first 40 minutes. Viper of course assisted by Henry Terrence and Lasanta Di Costa rather, and of course Royal coached by Dushant Liuke, assisted by Sharif and also T.S. Silva and Ferretti. So it's going to be a really exciting encounter. You can see Mohammad Sharif, former national player, one of the great steppers in that CRNFC lineup as well. He played for Kandy and Havelocks. And the crowd, not a bad crowd, but it was not the crowd that we used to see when Isipathana play this traditional fixture against Royal College. There's quite a lot of empty seats. However, we have another few more minutes remaining to kick off, and you can see 30 Celsius, partly cloudy, and the wind factor is applicable as it 18 km per hour from the northeast end. So both the kickers will or perhaps find that kicking issues as we progress, but Manilka Ribeiro of Isipathana was outstanding last week, scored a couple of tries as well, but we'll see how it goes as the kickoff progress. So we'll go for a quick commercial break, and don't go anywhere. We'll be come up with the team cards and the kickoff.
දැන් යහ පෝෂා දන්නේ ඉරිඟු සහල් මුං සෝයා විතරක් නෙවෙයි කිරිත් එකතු කරලා. ඒ නිසා මා චේන්ජ් වුණා.
ලංකාවේ ළමයින්ගේ අලුත්ම සොයා ගැනීම. මේක රස එක. බැලිබන් යහපෝෂ රසයකට චේන්ජ් වෙන්න.
කිසි ගැම්මක් නෑ. පදම පරක්කු ඇයි?
සුමීරි පානේ පදමට ගහලා දවස පුරා ගතට දැනෙන මිහිරක් පුබුදා.
හොඳම මැලිබන්ටේ.
කහට පදම නියමෙට රස සමග මුසුණා. මැලිබන්ටේ එක්ක අපේ දවස රස වුණා.
පදම වරුනේ.
කහට පදම නියමෙට රස සමග මුසුණා.
මැලිබන්ටේ පදමට කහට.
I have news. Let's meet.
To be a man is to sweat for every last inch of it. The harder you push yourself, the louder your body will protest. From sweat to grease, grease to dandruff. Fight back with Clear Men, 2 times the fighting power of ordinary shampoos. Beat grease, beat dandruff. Unbeatable performance for the unbeatable man. Power through the odds. Clear, zero dandruff, nothing to hide.
Sri Lankika Samage Therima. No limit.
දැන් ගෝල්ඩියෝ බොඩි ස්ප්‍රේ හඳුන්වා දෙන අලුත් මාළුත් මාදිලි හතරකින් බ්ලේස් චැලෙන්ජ් ස්ටෝම් සහ රේව් අදම ට්‍රයි කරන්න ගෝල්ඩියෝ බොඩි ස්ප්‍රේ පැය 24 පුරා.
When she's special, she's not just a girlfriend, she is your sweetheart. When you feel it, you don't just call it sunshine, you call it warmth. When you reveal your deepest emotions, it's not just art, it's freedom. And when its essence is premium cocoa butter, it's not just chocolate, it's Ravello. Chocolate so special, you call it Ravello.
Drift in search of happiness. Fashion inspired by emotion. Glitz, the fashion destination.
රස්නේ
ඔයා දුයනකම් මම පවන් ගහන්නම්කෝ දරුවට දැන් හරි රස්නේ ඔයා ඒසි එකක් ගෙනාවද
ලංකාවේ හොඳම තැනින් හොඳම ඒසි එකක් පොඩි ගාණක් ගෙවලා ගන්න පුළුවන්නේ ඉතුරු ටික ගෙවන්න පුළුවන් සතුටින් තියෙන එක තමයි අපි හැමෝගෙම සතුට. ඒකයි මම සිංහ එකෙන්ම ඒසි එකක් ගත්තේ. සිංහ වායු සමීකරණ සිනහසේ සිසිලස.
Okay, she's ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
Impressive CV. But why do you want to work here?
Is your unlimited package limiting you? Be really unlimited with the largest network. Talk unlimited with more than 13 million Sri Lankans with Dialog. Dialog Blaster Unlimited. A range of monthly plans starting from 777 rupees. Dial #678# to convert your package or get a new connection. It's always been my dream to be a part of a blue chip company.
දැන් යහ පෝෂා දන්නේ ඉරිඟු සහල් මුං සෝයා විතරක් නෙවෙයි කිරිත් එකතු කරලා. ඒ නිසා මා චේන්ජ් වුණා.
ලංකාවේ ළමයින්ගේ අලුත්ම සොයා ගැනීම. මේක රස එක. මැලිබන් යහපෝෂ රස එකට චේන්ජ් වෙන්න.
කිසි ගැම්මක් නෑ. පදම පරක්කු ඇයි?
සුමිහිරි පානේ පදමට ගහලා දවස පුරා ගතට දැනෙන මිහිරක් පුබුදා
හොඳම මැලිබන්තේ
කහට පදම නියමෙට රස සමග මුසුණා මැලිබන්තේ එක්ක අපේ දවස රස වුණා පදම වරුනේ කහට පදම නියමෙට රස සමග මුසුණා
මැලිබන්තේ පදමට කහට.
Stumble upon a surprise. Fashion inspired by emotion. Glitz, the fashion destination. Sri Lankika Samage Therima. No limit.
Welcome back once again. This is Single Schools Rugby League brought to you by your number one sports hub www.thepapare.com. We are into the business end as Royal stands just below St. Peter's in the points table. But today's game, of course, it's going to be a hot contest here at the complex itself as Isipathana, after that disappointing loss against St. Peter's last week, they were leading in the first half but they could not trouble the scoreboard in the second, so they are hopefully going to be menacing today in terms of their attacking run. That's what Coach Waipa Gunaratna said to us early on. And on the other hand, the other matches today, St. Thomas's will host Trinity. This is at Mount Lavinia. And then the brothers, St. Peter's versus St. Joseph's. That's live from St. Peter's College grounds. Another good encounter. Of course, this could be a deciding encounter as well. Whoever wins has the potential of claiming this Singer Schools Rugby League. And let's have a look at the last week's results of the Singer Schools Rugby League. Wesley beating the hot favourite St. Joseph 15 points to 13. And then Royal went down to Trinity College, and that's not a league encounter, mind you. St. Peter's 27, Isipathana 21. That's how that game ended after Isipathana leading 21 to 20 at the halftime. And then St. Thomas's just overpower Science College with 37 points to 9. The 5 tries being scored by St. Thomas's. So again, they are taking on Trinity. That's going to be another hot contest. 3 good games bring you on your number 1 sports hub. And this game, of course, you can watch on Dialogue TV channel 77 as well. And then this is how the points table at current, but you can see the number of games being played by St. Peter's, 8 games, and they have 40 points and 5 bonus points. Good to see that all these top 6 teams have gained those 5 bonus points, because that will be a nightmare as the game progress into the last week, because we have witnessed that a few occasions in the Singer Schools League. And Royal St. Joseph's again in the second and third position, played only 7 games. And then Isipathana, St. Thomas and Wesley. So it's pretty much like a 3-horse encounter for the league title between St. Peter's Royal and St. Joseph's. And all the points that they score will come in handy in terms of their winning the title chances. Unfortunately, Science College, they came up to this cup competition after demoted in that second leg. They were promoted last year, and as some fine performance in the first leg managed to keep them in this cup competition, but they were unable to produce their potential best. And the top try scorers and the point scorers, as you can see, Kavindana Perera and Thenuka Nanayakara, both have 7 tries apiece. Wesleyite and St. Peter's, and Peter Wright, and then Thenuka Nanayakara, 74 points from St. Peter's. He was the man of the match in the last week's game against Isipathana as well, scoring almost 20 points out of 27 that St. Peter's scored. Between these two teams, Royal have won 10 and Isipathana 15, and of course 5 games been tied equally. So Pathana of course has that advantage. Anyway, it's a different location, different game. Royal always favourite, especially when they play in this home turf. But we'll have to wait and see at the 70th minute. This game might go down to the wire. Major Milroy Fernando Trophy, as you can see, Dilroy Fernando, brother of Milroy Fernando, along with the Royal College principal in the VIP seats. And let's have a look back of this Milroy Fernando encounter in the past few years, how it all came through. You can see Isipathana, they always come with a different venom, different spirit to this Royal Complex. That's the trophy they are playing for. And 11th June, this is how it all started. Also joining me in the commentary box, Hisham Ahmed, of course, Isipathana, from Isipathana. I'm sure, Hisham, you will remember this game. In fact,
yes, Sabir, this was where Royal dominated the game throughout. I think Isipathana was about 30% possession throughout the game, but 2 last-minute tries, one through Rankot K and another one a penalty try, which Wagi Shavir got Isipathana through in this game. And this was a very important game because they had to win, and they went on to beat St. Thomas's in the previous game and ending up as unbeaten league champions.
And this is Sumudhu Rankotge talking about what a centre player he has to be And his partnership with Kushan Indunil in that 12-13 combination was outstanding. And this is the other try we were talking about. Vagesh, very dynamic third row player who's playing for Police Sports Club. And then the happy bunch of greens celebrating with that in 2016. And 5th March 2017, Sabit Feroz is with his magical footwork, beating 4 and 5 straight away into contact, and he really made those good yards to giving Royal the score and put the equalizing try.
This was the first try of that game. I believe it was the second row who scored, and this is the Isipathana comeback. Samuel Fernando setting up Nadisha Charminder. Isipathana were trailing at half-time 14 points to 7, and then this was the match-winning try by Sumuduran Kodke. Hard tackle on Janit Dilshan. A bit of players were looking at each other, asking for a knock forward, but it was not to be. And Isipathana went on to win that game. And it was an upset victory. The first time Isipathana won a league match at their complex since 2006. Ashan Di Costa's troops were the last team to beat Royal here, because it's a very difficult place to come and beat the Royal here.
There you go. No one can bring you this much information than Hisham Ahmed. And here we go. This is the other encounter last year under soggy underfoot conditions. This was played at Havelock Park.
And I think Royal, after 2 years going down to Isipathana, took revenge in a very fashionable manner, completely thrashing Isipathana. I believe it was 41 points to 5. And that was, I think, the highest score in the Major Milroy Fernando Trophy. And Royal, who ended up being as unbeaten league champs, completely being the dominant side here. This was the consolation try which saved Isipathana, at least the hiding, without scoring a single point on the scoreboard.
Absolutely, 41 points to 7, but that is history, and we'll see how both the teams will come into this game. Hisham, I'm sure that Isipathana, everyone's favourite, they were unable to produce some magic in that second half against St. Peter's last week.
Well, yes, I think they're completely struggling. If you take in general in the second round, they've been a very formidable outfit in the first round. They went only down to St. Joseph's, and that was by 1 point. But come second round, I think that break has really dismembered their plans for the second round, and they're struggling. And even at St. Peter's, they did give St. Peter's a fairly good run for their money, but in the end St. Peter's, and again indiscipline, costing Isipathana, and they're ending up winners because they were down to 13 men at one stage at the game.
Here we go, the last 3 years points. This is how it ended in for two games for Isipathana and 1 for Royal. That was last year. That was a real trash, 41 points to 7. This Royal side is an unpredictable side when it comes to play these big trophy games. They are always going for that trophy hunt, as we all know. But do you think there's any chance to Isipathana to give some momentum? Could have been or could be like England versus Sri Lanka cricket, for instance?
Well, let's face it, we have to admit Royal are overwhelmingly favourites for today's game. Everything is on their side. They're playing at home territory. Isipathana going through a lot of injuries. They're having a few tactical changes, being forced to make a few tactical changes. Royal, on the other hand, fresh. They went down to Trinity in the second leg, but they're fresh. They're still one game. They just lost one game, and they're still in the league. They're very much in the league. And I think they'll be hoping for St. Peter's, in fact, St. Joseph's to win today. And then they'll come up win today, and then again beat St. Joseph's in their final game. So they're still very much in the league, and they'll surely come all guns blazing. So Isipathana have all their work cut out. There you go. They're into the dressing room, final preparations. Coach Dushant Luke, who's really building up a solid platform here at Royal College during his coaching career so far, and they'll be really the favourites to win, and it's going to be interesting to see, can Isipathana match Royal's physicality? That will be the major aspect of this game.
There we go. Can Isipathana match the physicality of Royals? Because we know how well Royal dominated through their forwards, and against Royal versus St. Peter's, even they went out for 37 faces at once, and within 4 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, Isham, they went almost to make that 63 faces. So you can see how they build face and how they create space out wide. So this is all about Royals forwards play. Whereas Isipathana, we didn't see anything as such. Only the backs were menacing since the day we know about the green machines. Because forwards do all the dirty works and the hard works, but pretty much they go as unsung heroes at the end of the day.
What's brilliant about this Royal side is they're just not physically built. They're also very tactically well planned and well drilled by them. That's credit to coach Dushant Luke. The way, again, I remember that game against St. Peter's, those phases, you really have to have patience as well as the skill and the tactical awareness to execute such a ploy during the game. So yes, Isipathana, like we said, we don't have to repeat it again. They have their work cut out. They're up against it. Can they match Royal? That's what's going to be what we'll have to see.
Absolutely. It is both teams done their warm-ups and into the dressing rooms. They will come with fresh jersey on, the proud Isipathana jersey and the proud Royal jersey. And we are going to get to you the kickoffs, but we need to see who are the changes in the starting lineup. And we'll quickly take you with the team cards. First up, we'll quickly take you with the team cards. But Isham, talking about the weather, we are seeing some overcast condition here. It was 30 Celsius early on, and we might see some rain dropping as the game progresses.
Well, from Isipathana's perspective, they'll be hoping that the rain keeps away, because that's just going to add to their woes playing against wet underfoot conditions here at the Royal Complex against Royal. Big sturdy pack. It's just going to double up their work. So from Isipathana's side, they'll be hoping that the rain keeps away. But so far, it's perfect ground conditions. It's just a bit humid, but not sunny. It's perfect conditions for open, fast rugby. And Isipathana will be hoping it stays that way.
So 8 matches, won 4 and lost 3. 1 draw game. That draw game against St. Thomas's in Mount Lavinia. What a thrilling game that was. So this is how they have been playing this season in this exciting single schools rugby league. Both teams will come back into the ground very shortly.
Crowd slowly building up for this game. And the Royalists have filled up their section. Still a bit of time ahead of kickoff, so we'll expect to see more crowd building up.
Yeah, crowd slowly and gradually building up, but this is not really the crowd that we used to see Hisham win, especially Isipathana play Royal. And the entire Sky Pavilion, we have plenty of seats available here. And let's go through this Royal team lineup. Aditya Surya, Rajendra Jayasuriya and Rajesh Vijay Ratna will be the front row combination, and Nanayakara and Samadhi Induvara will be the lock partners, and Kevin Samarsekara, Achita Radishan and Lahiri Yomal will be the loose forwards for this Royal pack. And Lahiri, in fact, Nipuna Yasojan and Malisha Pera will be combining in that halfback combination. Dulan Gunawardana in the left wing, and the captain Tulay Basan with Kalindu Nandila in the center combination. Yasis Rashmika and Lehan Gunaratna will be the fullback to this starting lineup. And in the replacement, Jaya, Ilukpitia, Mantila, Adahan, Shenuka, Mihisankar Rahman, Gunawardana, Abdullah and Sharid. Interesting change. Fadil Adan is coming off the bench.
Well, I heard that he's been injured. I think after last week's Bradby, he was seen in clutches. That's what I've heard of. So that's a big blow for Royal, but he's in the bench. So that means he's fit to play. It's just that he can't take part during the entire duration of the game, because that's a blow for Royal. What I meant is because he's been so good at the lineouts. He's an expert jumper there, stealing opposition lineouts. So Royal will see whether their replacement can fill up the void left by Fadil Adahan.
Also talk about that halfback combination, Hisham, Nipuna Yasojan and Malisha Pereira. We have seen Malisha Pereira playing in that flank position, and it looks like he has gone into that interesting position to fill Ovinaski's shoes.
Yes, so it's interesting whether it's a tactical change or a forced change, because I believe Lehan Gunaratna or Kalindu Nandila used to play as fly half. So today Lehan Gunaratne is playing as fullback and Kalindu Nandila is playing outside of Tuleb Hassan. But there too, that's going to be an interesting combination because Tuleb Hassan is very strong. He's a very hard running centre. He'll carry the ball for his team. And then having a back like Kalindu Nandila who has the skill, who has the razzle dazzle to go through the opposition defence. That's a good combination as well.
And here we go, Isipathana team lineup starting the CSR Manoj Gautam, Pasindu Vimukti in the front row, Winner Kodagoda, Surya Dodangoda in the lock combination, Janit Serasingha, Tarindu Vevala and Dahan Vikramarache as the loose forwards, Chamat Kallara combining with Dinit Bhagya. Another change coming for Isipathana, Dinit Bhagya getting the starting call, and Praveen Stefan, who's been outstanding despite the yellow card against St. Peter's last week, starting in that left wing. And the former captain Manilka Ruberu and Mano Ratnayaka has been sensational in that centre combination. Ramit De Silva and Ashan Gunasekara will be the right wing and the full back to start for Isipathana. And also in the bench, Janir Vikramasekara, Ruiz Pereira, Hettiarachi, Rajapaksa, Ratnavira, Basik, Bandara, Riaz and Javid. So many changes to come for Coach Viper's team in the second half.
Very interesting change because I think they've made another tactical change in Bhagya, who's making his first 15 debut today. So in the previous game it was Nadine Basik who took up the fly halves position, and in the game however it was Manilka Ruberu who was playing as first receiver. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of a change Isipathana has adopted for today's game, because they did come up with a few surprises throughout that game. The 13-man line out, new ploys executed by the coaching staff and the team. So they'll really need to come up with some innovative tactics in this game as well.
Major Milroy Fernando Trophy, this is what they're playing for, the defending champions Royal. Will they be able to claim the trophy once again? It's time for the anthems of both the teams. Here we go after that emotional anthem, and both teams set for this Major Milroy Fernando Trophy. And defending champions Royal will be favourites. But Isipathana giving their performance last couple of weeks. It's time for them to bounce back. Both the teams in the traditional huddle. And with final prayer, Royal are set to attack from right to left on your screens.
And the clouds are also building up slowly. It's starting to get a bit gloomy, Sabir. So that'll be, I believe, there go the match officials for today. So Hassan Taberanga, the referee, and Gihan Yatawara will be, and Ravin Alexander will be AR1 and AR2 for today. So the weather will play a part in this game, it seems. The clouds are slowly building up, hovering above the Royal Sports Complex. Here we go. The battle for the Major Milroy Fernando Trophy. The final league game for Isipathana, the penultimate game for Royal. Isipathana kicks off.
Taken it easily, but a bit of trouble to Lasantha. I think it was Lashan. In fact, Lehan Gunaratna. Good pressure coming early on by the Isipathana, up like a flash, and just could not clear the red zone or come out of jail on that occasion. Turnover, excellent stuff early on. Here's Manilka Rubero with his first touch, straight away into traffic, going on to his opposite number. Great hands coming by Vimukti, and Gautam involving in that. Another long pass, and unfortunately Stefan knocks it on.
Handling errors cannot be evident here in this game. It's what led Isipathana down in the previous game against St. Petersburg. There were points where they were dominating possession, they were dominating play, but handling let them down. And Praveen Stefan, who I've been told is straight off hospital, is having a slight infection on his ear, heavily strapped head. But you cannot let go of the ball, especially inside the opposition 22.
That's some sheer commitment coming off the hospital. We have witnessed so many players. This game is such, and the atmosphere and the love of this game is such for any player who's playing. That was not a steady stump first up. Referee Ranga asked to off the scrum once again. It's a reset scrum. Nipuna Yasojana, the halfback. Royal looks well, and good pass to Tulay Basan. Running an inside line, but he's been tackled. Still inside the 22. Here comes the box kick. Well collected by opposite number Kalhara. That's a much better catch. Here's Ruberu. He's fallen very deep on that occasion, almost 15 meters. And the little wing three-quarter gets the ball. De Silva. And giving away position once again, holding on. He was a bit isolated, and it was a clear mismatch on that occasion.
Ramita De Silva giving away the penalty on that hand. Couldn't do much, but he should have tried to cut inside, look for support. And once again, it was evident there. Tuleb Hassan straight at young Bhagya. So he's going to have to be aware as well. Tuleb Hassan is Royals' specialist crash ball merchant. So Royal steadily recovering from that early threat. Good kick to touch. And it's almost just outside the halfway line.
So the first line out, it's going to be interesting one. First Royal have to win. Jazz Surya with the throw in, and there's a fumble. And this is what we were talking about, Fadil Adan, how brutal he is going to be, but due to his injury he has to come off the bench. But that was some early pressure. As we speak, the rain god also open up the gates.
So Isipathana will have to be a bit more careful now with their ball handling.
Some
slippery ground conditions.
Good pressure by Dudangoda. Isipathana's lock forward, number 5. And first scrum in favor of Isipathana. Chamat Kalhara at the feed. Interesting two-man in the shorter side. Lovely work by Janit Serasinghe, the skipper, but he was put down equally well by the Royal. No look pass. He knew that there's numbers onto his left.
Step back.
Manoj Gautam. Kalhara sends out wide. Ruberu once again runs laterally, and he was thrown out laterally by Royal number 7. That's Kevin Samarasekara, and there's another knock on. So ball will remain in favour of Royal in the opposite half.
We've clearly spoken about this. The conditions are not going to be favourable, but Isipathana, if they're going to run with the ball, they've got to make those passes stick. Giving away position cheaply is not going to help Manul Ratnaik on that occasion. Just taking his eyes off the ball, and Royal now with a good position here early on in the game.
Also, Isham, Isipathana, especially Ruberu, got the ball a couple of times. I thought he should gone for that territorial kick and play most of the rugby in the Royal half, which we didn't see that coming as yet. Royal, here's another long pass.
It's Kaldunandira.
Good work once again. Good carry by Nana Kara. Again, switching directions, one to the left and to the right. Gautam combining in that tackle along with Dorangoda. Royal going back foot.
Step back, Green, step back, stay.
There's numbers for Royal. Here's Tuleb Hassan. Steps inside, finds a beautiful pass. Isipathana scrambling defense. Was that a knock forward? Yes. Lucky escape there for Isipathana. They were struggling. Royal had numbers.
Excellent work, Hisham.
Defense there.
Excellent work. Yes, indeed. Sorry, Hisham. Excellent work. I like the fact that both the halfback contesting for that. And when you give that knock on, I know how it feels for a halfback. And certainly his opposite number will be thrilled with that.
So that's just a bit of a pinch of what Royal is capable of when they have good front football. They've got a good fly half. They've got two brilliant centres in Hassan and Nandila. Isipathana now with the scrum. Here's Manilka Ruberu, puts in the kick, finds space. And here's Malisha Pereira. No, it's Rehan Gunaratna who slips. But then, good defense by Isipathana. Good tackling.
Ruck form, Green, ruck form.
The ruck is formed. They've got to make sure not to give away any penalties. Royal scrambling back. Going for close quarter battles, Royal. Just trying to set it up. And then clear this off the base, probably. Isipathana inside the red zone.
Excellent kick by Manilka Ruberu, using the big man once again. Crawling his way, Veera Surya. And this is what territorial kick brings you, especially in this condition. And that box kick doesn't find touch, collected by Kalhara.
Sarah Singh brought down by the Royal defense. Isipathana set it up. They go on the shorter side. Kalhara tries to sneak through, no way to go. Once again to the shorter side. That's number 1, Sihasara.
No, please.
Kalhara taking his time. Oh, that's a poor carry. It was by Bhagya. Quite unfortunate to Dinit Bhagya, who's playing at outside half. So advantage somehow. Lucky enough Isipathana to get the ball back. But how well that executed kick by Manilka Ruberu from your own 10 meter to the opposite 5 meter mark. Almost 5 points, but just went begging for Isipathana. This is a real start that they were looking for. But Royal on the other hand showed some cool and calm approach on that occasion, even in the 5 meter. Even the fullback Lehan was isolated, but he managed to do well. Waited for his supposed to arrive on time. And managed not to give a concede penalty in favour of Isipathana.
Chamat Kalhara with the feed in. He's got to click with his new halfback. Loose pass to Manilka Ruberu, collects it well, goes through Tuleb Hassan, sets it up. Here's Kalhara probing for options.
Use
Going to
it.
go for the box kick. No, it's straight to Manu Ratnayaka. Runs across.
Yes.
Is through. Has he got the legs? Goes laterally. Nowhere to go. Ball trying to recover position. Still, Chamat Kalhara to number 8. That's Vikrama. They've got numbers. Malika Ruberu finds Sarah Singha. Still no way through. Praveen Stefan brought down. Isipathana trying to up the game. Here's the fly half. Gautam to Sihasara. Hard tackle on him. Nowhere to go. Kalhara sends it out to Ruberu. Ruberu trying to go himself. Still going Ruberu. Going through the Royal defense. Takes 3. Kalhara looking for options. Should have passed. Goes on his own. Manuka Ruberu sets it up. Isipathana struggling. They're running laterally, but they're not gaining much ground. Royal have now recovered.
Starting to see us the loose head proper going into contact again, trying to opt to that shorter side. 3-on-3 on that occasion, but Kalhara, he's the man who makes these decisions. He need to be smart in terms of communication, and we saw how well he marshaled his forwards and backs last week. And looks like early penalty coming in.
Penalty, says the referee. Offside.
2 offside.
Number 2. That's Rajendra Vijay Jayasuriya was marked as offside by the referee.
Interesting decision time. Whether will they go for line out? Looks like Kalhara are going to pinch this into the touch.
Slots it in.
5-meter line out. Royal this time in the defensive line. We'll see how well Gautam will deliver his throw in first up.
There you go, the 13-man line out. Here comes the 13-man line out. They did this against St. Peter's.
And they scored as well. Well, inside the 5-meter mark, between the 5-meter and the 15-meter mark, you can even have all the 14 coming in with the hookup with the throwing. Oh, that's an interesting work. Everyone is expecting that driving maul, but they should have done it, Hisham.
Isipathana still with possession, trying to grind their way forward. It's not going to be easy, but it's turnover ball by Royal, but no. The referee says the rock was formed, and he calls for another penalty.
Time off.
The referee signals time off, wants to have a chat.
2-minute penalties, line offside. Line offside. Right.
So the referee is giving Tuleb Hassan a warning. There's too many penalties for line offside. Tuleb Hassan wants to have a chat with his boys. And that's good leadership. Just trying to calm things down. Still very early in the game. So what will Isipathana try to do here? They've got the penalty.
Wait.
Time is back on now.
Penalty.
Kalhara slots it out for the line out. And this time, no 13-man line out this time.
It'll be interesting if they opt that same ploy. Anyway, interesting stuff by Isipathana, trying to fox their opposite defense. Here's Gautam with the throw-in. Oh, that was stolen. Excellent work by Royal number 6. But still it will stay in favor of Isipathana. It was Radishan, the man who stole that line out. But this is what comes count at the end of the game, isn't it, Hisham? How many accurate throws you are throwing and how many accurate position that you will have.
Well, in that case, I think the throw was good, but it was just brilliant stuff there by Nanai Kara, I believe, who stole the ball. But Isipathana will still get a scrum inside the red zone. Early pressure by the green machine. Kalhara with the feed in. The ball is at the back. Here comes Kalhara, goes himself. He's on the line. Just inches close. Held up, says the referee. And it'll be another scrum.
Well, that's not a bad option, Hisham, to go, but the ball carry, he was carrying the ball a bit too high on that occasion. And he just needed one step and a dive. But good, brave defense coming by Royal.
Come on, hurry up.
Another opportunity. Kalhara to feed the scrum. Much steady, but it's not a square scrum. Here's changing direction. Kalhara 2-on-1. Good defense once again by Royal. Excellent stuff. Here's big Vimukti. Sar in the CSR. Loose head prop for Isipathana. Another pick and go. This will test Royal in terms of their defense. It's been outstanding so far. Another pick and go. Gautam combining with Pasindu Vimukti, the tight head prop. Kalhara sends out wide. Good hands, but that's a knock-on advantage.
First knock-on, second knock-on, no advantage.
So that will stay in favor of Royal this time, giving away position inside the red zone. Dinit Bhagia giving it to Ruberu, and from Ruberu to Manlo Ratnayak at the outside centre.
Yellow ball.
Not happy chaps. Few communication error, but they should have executed better. Here's that replay.
Seconds.
Ruberu with a no-look pass almost.
Seconds.
And that was not executed well to Ratnayaka. Probably Ratnayaka should have run for the closer line. And a pop pass would do the trick to exit those gates.
Break.
But
Both
a very
team
good
last
opportunity for
warning,
Royal to come out of jail.
Bind call lagata bind. Right. Second. Hurry up. Crouch.
Both teams get the
Bind.
last warning, binding in the scrum.
Set. Steady.
So we might need we might see a penalty coming in. But again,
Green.
here's Yasojana. Good break by Lahiru
Release.
Yomal.
Green. Stay.
The little scrum of taking his time, trying to set things and trying to be organized in the ruck. He couldn't find much of a distance, probably from almost 5 or 6 meters from the breakdown point.
Let's
Off your screen, a Royal play is down. Bit of a breather for both sets of players. And Isipathana off the early pressure. Have nothing to show on the scoreboard. 15 minutes gone. It's still 0-all. So Chamat Kalhara has been in the thick of things, trying to go through himself. And young Bhagya has also been under a bit of pressure. Royal so far have answered all the defensive questions thrown at them.
In the meantime, Hisham, St. Peter's leading 5 points to 3 over St. Joseph's.
That's going to be a very interesting battle up in Bambalapitiya. Traditional rivals, and both teams need to win to keep their league title hopes alive. The Joes coming into that game of a loss, surprising loss to Wesley. St. Peter's, after their opening day loss at St. Thomas's, have regrouped slowly and surely. They have grew into this season. I think the medical staff is signaling that they want the stretcher out, so doesn't look good here for the Royal player. That's number 6, Achita
Radishan, who's playing as number 8. That's a good move, but the contact was not so great. That's the reason he's waiting for medical assistance. But good news is that he's not leaving the field. You know how important when it comes to concussion.
Time on.
And the player welfare. This is something that as a player you should know to get that treatment done. If you really feel it that you need to take a 10 minutes off from the playing, you really need to go and get that concussion test. But He's cleared from the medics. Collected nicely once again by Isipathana's number 5. That's Surya Dolangoda. Kalhara sends out to Bhagya Ratnayaka. Good work by number 15, but the referee will go for the initial infringement on that line out.
I think the player was brought down in the air in that line out. Referee straight away signaled for advantage. So Isipathana virtually parking themselves inside the Royal half, close to the 22, but they really need to make this count. And this time they'll go for the 3 points. They've got Manil Karuberu, and his kicking boots are going to be vital in this game.
Here's that replay. Gautam with the throw in, and yeah, you can clearly see that's Royal number for the culprit, Samadhi Indura. He could have done a bit better. Good call by the referee. So interesting. Will Isipathana get the first points on the board with Manil Karuberu's kick?
And talk about Samadhi Indura. He's been a brilliant player for Royal as well. Brilliant in the loose, at the breakdowns. I think this will be his final year for Royal. He can be very proud of his first 15 playing career at Royal. But here's Manil Karuberu with the shot at goal. 3 points on the way. Looks good, is good. Isipathana take the lead, 3-0.
He never bothered to do the follow-up, Hisham. He knew from the touch he made to the ball, and it's going through. He dealt with so much confidence, this man, former captain last year for a disappointing Isipathana outfit. Here's that replay. Look at him. He's never bothered to look at the ball, neither the post. Pretty much 30-meter range for Manil Karuberu. So first points on the board at 17th minute, which is very unusual. We don't see this happening often. Here's the restart. And Royal trying to charge in. It's not a good start. Not finding 10-meter mark. It's going to be a scrum in the middle. Yes, it is. You have the option to whether to take the scrum or the line out. But giving this rainy circumstances, of course, in fact, most of the teams will go for that scrum in the center. I think Kalhara have to be a bit more smart if they can move this set piece, or probably after building two faces, Ruberu is the man to put that territorial kick. That might happen.
Well, yes, Sabir, like you told, they just got to make sure they play a territorial game. The ground is slippery. Their ball handling has not been the best at times, so they've got to play a cautious game, not to take unnecessary risks early on. Here's Manil Karuberu. Huge up and under. Where are the chasers? Knock forward, so that's advantage Royal.
Well, they don't want to waste any time taking one or two faces straight away with a beautiful punt. Unfortunate knock-on playing advantage in favor of Royal.
Green.
And Royal still playing most of their rugby inside their own 10-meter. And that's another kick by Nandila. Great work, great running angle. What a tackle coming by Royal. Excellent work.
Release! Tackle, release!
By that man, number 6 again, Radhishan, up like a flash.
Release, tackle, green!
That was against Janit Serasinghe, his opposite, number 6, who gets smashed in a tackle. Ball is knocked forward. Referee instructing the Isipathana players to release the man after the tackle. Good defense there, good rush defense.
Number 4, release! Stay back, green, stay back!
Another good carry. Hassan running into the inside shoulders and conceding a penalty. This is excellent work by Isipathana on the breakdown. We don't see often that Tulay Basan, whenever he goes to that ground, his pretty strong guy. He knows how to win the ball position, but this time Isipathana, wow.
I think
Excellent
he was a bit
work.
isolated there. And good work by the Isipathana player. Tackled him, released, and they went for the ball.
It's interesting, isn't it, Isham? After the first 10 minutes, we saw that Isipathana fancies their chance to go to the line out and use that driving maul, make that points count, but unable to do so. And sooner, they have changed their tactics and going for points. Here's Tulay Basan. Did he support his body weight? But Tulay Basan is very much isolated on that occasion.
So difficult kick, but Manuel Ruberu is capable of these huge, these long range kicks. Here we go, lines it up. The kick is good, has the distance. Does it have the direction? No, it doesn't. So it will be a 22 dropout for Royal.
Almost a 48-meter kick. So the score will remain 3 points to nil in favor of Isipathana. And we are into the second quarter.
Behind the ball, behind the ball.
It's the restart time.
Nothing to panic for Royal. They just need to make sure they get into the other half of the pitch. Here's Sarah Singha. That's Sihasara. Goes to the Royal defense. Brought down. Kalhara. Knocked back.
That's great.
Lovely offload, but doesn't find his man. Isipathana still with possession. Kalhara looking for options. That's Manoj Gautam. Straight into heavy traffic. Long pass to Sarah Singha. They've got men on the outside. Inside pass to the debutant. Young number 10 Bhagya. Isipathana retain possession. Here's Daham Vikramarachi. Will go alone. Goes alone.
Step back.
The rain pours down here, the complex. Is that a knock forward?
Whoa, I think there's going to be a yellow card coming out. Well, this is against the halfback.
Referee says intentional knock forward.
Would like to see a replay of that. So the Royal halfback Nipuna Yasochana will sit in the Nordic chair for 10 minutes. And interestingly, Isipathana pointed out for post. Certainly with the kickable distance for Ruberu.
The rain now pouring down here at the complex. Isipathana so far doing okay, you would say. They're playing a lot of rugby inside the Royal half. So whenever Royal regain position, they've got no option but to kick and get themselves out of jail. Manilka Ruberu has had 2 shots on goal, 50% accuracy. Lines it up. Does have the legs. Is good. Isipathana lead 6 points to nil.
Wow, Isipathana lead 6 points to nil, and also Joes just got the lead 6 points to 5 over St. Peters. That's at Bambalapedia St. Peters ground. So Royal still unable to travel the Isipathana territory.
Yeah, one.
And Isipathana came with a plan, and they have to go for the plan B. In the meantime, we see a change coming for Royal. Number 2, Raju Jasur is off.
That's number 1, Aditya Veerasurya, who's been replaced. He's been replaced by Dilshan Jaya. Royal switch play at the last moment. Oh, that looked dangerous.
That's going to be another yellow card. So Royal going to play with 13 versus 15.
The referee wants to check with the number. In touch with his assistant referee.
Okay. Land head shoulder. Your recommendation? Yellow card.
The referee asked for the recommendation, and the yellow card is what the assistant referee says. He said he landed laterally on his shoulder, not on his head. So that's going to be another yellow card for Royal. Number 11 is the culprit. That's Dulan Gunawardana. Just a bit too eager, unnecessary from Royal. Referee is going off mic there, so we cannot hear what they are talking to each other. Referee wants to consult his assistant referee. In fact, he's changing his number. It's number 6. The culprit for Royal, it's Achita Radishan. The referee just saying, you cannot do that, son. That has to be that's dangerous, and that's a yellow. So Royal down to 13 men. 25 minutes gone. Here we go, the replay. There you go. Wasn't looking, just focus on the man. Referee clearly stopped play there. So there you go. 2 Royal players in the bin. They are scrum half and they are flanker. Isipathana got to make this count. This is where St. Peter's capitalized against them last week. That's a good kick. Gets them into opposition territory. So now Royal will have to really manage their defense. They've got 2 players less, and they've got to play this entire half with 13 men.
Absolutely, Sham. Isipathana now have to get the advantage, most out of this numerical advantage. As we know, Ribeiro, the man who will make those vital decisions in the Isipathana back movement. Gautam. And that's a decent line out, good carry, moving forward, nice and solid. And Royal now legally bringing it down. Kalhara. Here's Kalhara. Isipathana forming very deep, puts a kick into space. Collected well by Royal player. And that's Royal fullback Lehan Gunaratne. No pressure whatsoever.
That was brilliant by Gunaratne. He had the opposition charging at him. Didn't take his eyes off the ball. Was focused on collecting it cleanly. And Royal will now try to slow things down. They've got no option. And Isipathana, they have to play it smart here. They cannot give away any penalties and take the pressure off Royal.
No, Green. Stay back, Green. Stay.
Royal slowing down the pace. Goes through the other side. Here's Lehan Gunaratne isolated.
No, Green, no.
Isipathana, they got to take their hands off.
Green,
Royal are playing it smart. They camp inside their territory.
Back form, Green.
But they've got certainly the capability of doing this. They'll probably even go 100 phases in close range.
Get back.
Here's Tuleb Hassan closely instructing his team. Gets into the thick of things.
Stay back.
I'm not really sure, Hisham, whether Ribeiro putting that cheeky kick into space was the right decision, giving away position. What you perhaps should have done is keep position, build up few phases, so the gaps will certainly open up, especially when you're playing that 15v13. But it's Royal, they know how to kill some time, build these phases, get one first and make it 14 versus 15, and then get the other. Lovely work. This is excellent stuff by Royal. But again, the defensive mismatch. What a lovely footwork once again, if I'm not mistaken. That's Yasis Rashmika.
Royal doing what they do best, slowing things down, latching onto each other, doubling up, keeping up possession. They're creating space even with 13 men. That's a good tackle by Ramita De Silva. But Royal still with possession. Isipathana trying hard in the breakdowns, but they give away the penalty. Just what they should not have done. The ruck was formed. They've got to take their hands off. And Royal with the opportunity to get out of jail. And just like that, Royal have eaten around 4 minutes already. So they have to survive around 6 minutes now with 13 players. Well done.
Another good touch finder. This is good. Slowly and steadily they're moving forward, but still inside their own half. This is what worrying for them, because they are still to play their attacking rugby inside Isipathana's half. But for Isipathana, on the other hand, should give the due courtesy for keeping Royal in back foot for the last half an hour or so. All the news updates and the photos of the ICC Cricket World Cup catch on your number one sports hub, www.thepapare.com. Again, it's not a good pass, but managed to do it well by Royal fly half Malaysia Pereira.
Platform. No. Use it.
That's a big kick by the winger, and that's coughed up by Isipathana player. Ratnayaka managed to do it well. Not enough chase coming for Royal. Here's Isipathana. 2-on-1, draw and pass. Stefan cuts inside. Looking for that offload. Turnover, excellent work, but is it legally? Well. Unfortunately, the turnover doesn't seem to be legitimate on that occasion.
Well, lucky for Isipathana, Ashan Gunasekara completely misread that high ball. But lucky for him, Manula Ratnayaka managed to clean it up, and Isipathana then again win themselves a penalty. So 31 minutes played, 4 minutes left before the half-time break. Isipathana with the advantage of playing with against 13 men. We got to make this count. Important line out. Ruberu setting himself as first receiver. Gautam and the number 8 Dahan Bikramarachi outside of him. So Ruberu to draw and pass. Set up a pod and then use the backs. Slight positional change as well. Ramita De Silva. Here's Ruberu. Up and under doesn't get much of a difference, but Ramita De Silva collects it well. Isipathana with possession into the Royal half. Here's Ruberu. Loops pass. Finds Serasinghe.
Here's the skipper. Serasinghe puts the offload, and that's a good tackle coming for Ratnayaka, but has he tackled just before the ball being caught? No, says referee. Excellent stuff by Royal. Was it Tuleb Hassan? No, it's a good tackle. We'll see whether we can have a replay of that. Serasinghe puts that offload into Ratnayaka, and again the execution was not there. He was running with the pace. Here's that replay. Good hands initially by the fullback. Serasinghe puts that in. What a good tackle by Royal number 8. Take a bow, Lahiri Yomal. Excellent stuff.
Number 16.
Marked Ratnayaka very well on that occasion. Could have been ended up in 5 points or even 7. But I'm not really sure why Ruberu giving away position with these kicks, Hisham, because you have the numbers in favor of you. Keep position. You need to play that attacking rugby without giving away position, especially when you are having 15v13.
Stay. No.
And so far Royal have done really well to keep position. Excellent box kick coming in. And Isipathana fullback.
Offside.
Ashan Gunasekara.
Isipathana guilty. Offside. And Royal have managed the situation. Well done. Brilliantly done. Game awareness. This is where Royal, they have to take a cue.
Not foul.
And the Royal scrum half will enter the field. So Royal will be with 14 men. There you go. One man into the fray. And probably in a minute later, they will expect their other player, their number 6, Achita Radishan, to enter the field as well.
And also that's a good touch by Kalin Nandila, the man in charge of territorial kicks, who's playing at number 13 shirt, outside center role, built like Brand O'Driscoll tribe center. Can Royal win this line out? And the ball goes overthrown, but it was collected by Royal 7. That's Kevin Samasekara. But it's going to be Isipathana scrum. Again, opportunity goes begging.
Last move.
So the referee is saying this is the last move in the first half. So what will Isipathana try to come up with here? They'll just kick it out to touch. Just have a punt. And Royal, there you go. They are back to 15 men.
5 seconds. Crouch. Bind.
Kalhara with a smile on his face, trying to feed the scrum. Not steady. And he gives it to Ruberu. Well, rightly so, Ruberu puts into touch. We had enough saves in the first 35. So that's not a bad decision to put it out and have a breather and come with some analysis with the board inside the changing rooms, and I'm sure Isipathana can be really proud of their performance, especially in these 35 minutes, leading 6 points to nil, and they had a couple of try scoring chances which they could not capitalize. Half time here at Royal Complex, Isipathana 6, Royal nil. But Royal, on the other hand, we didn't see some attacking rugby that taking place in the Isipathana's 10 meter or inside the 22. That's how well that visiting team have done their attacking plans. And this is how it all started. Ruberu with the first points on the board. And then he had another penalty opportunity, 48 meter range. He certainly had the distance but not the direction. And this is the second penalty. He's the only man who scored both the points for Isipathana. So we are going for a quick commercial break and we'll be back with the second half action. Stay tuned.
දැන් යහපෝෂා දන්නේ ඉරිඟු සහල් මුං සෝයා විතරක් නෙවෙයි කිරිත් එකතු කරලා. ඒ නිසා මා චේන්ජ් වුණා.
ලංකාවේ ළමයින්ගේ අලුත්ම සොයා ගැනීම. මේක රස එක. මැලිබන් යහපෝෂ රස එකට චේන්ජ් වෙන්න.
කිසි ගැම්මක් නෑ. පදම පරක්කු ඇයි?
සුමීරි පානේ පදමට ගහලා දවස පුරා ගතට දැනෙන මිහිරක් පුබුදා.
හොඳම මැලිබන්තේ.
කහට පදම නියමෙට රස සමග මුසුණා. මැලිබන්තේ එක්ක අපේ දවස රස වුණා.
පදම වරුනේ.
කහට පදම නියමෙට රස සමග මුසුණා.
මැලිබන්තේ පදමට කහට.
I have news. Let's meet.
be a man is to sweat for every last inch of it. The harder you push yourself, the louder your body will protest. From sweat to grease, grease to dandruff. Fight back with Clear Men, 2 times the fighting power of ordinary shampoos. Beat grease, beat dandruff. Unbeatable performance for the unbeatable man. Power through the odds. Clear, 0 dandruff, nothing to hide.
Sri Lankika Samage Terima, no limit.
Then Gold Dio Body Spray. හඳුන්වා දෙන අලුත් මාළුත් මාදිලි 4කින්. Blaze, Challenge, Storm සහ Rave. අදම try කරන්න. Gold Dio Body Spray. පැය 24 පුරා.
When she's special, she's not just a girlfriend. She is your sweetheart. When you feel it, you don't just call it sunshine. You call it warmth. When you reveal your deepest emotions, it's not just art. It's freedom. And when its essence is premium cocoa butter, it's not just chocolate. It's Ravello. Chocolate so special, you call it Ravello.
Discover fashion inspired by emotion. Glitz, the fashion destination.
easy. හොදන්නත් ලේසි.
පොකට් එකටත් easy. Singer washing machine then easy, lazy. මාතිගේ රසයි. අලවියෙන් පස්සේමයි. Singer වගකීමයි එක්ක පහසු ගෙවීමේ ක්‍රමයට අරගන්න.
Hello everyone, we are here at the Sophia Gardens in Cardiff.
It's around the wicket time on thepapare.com.
දැන් යහපෝෂා දන්නේ ඉරිඟු සහල් මුං සෝයා විතරක් නෙවෙයි කිරිත් එකතු කරලා. ඒ නිසා මා චේන්ජ් වුණා.
ලංකාවේ ළමයින්ගේ අලුත්ම සොයා ගැනීම. මේක රස එක. මැලිබන් යහපෝෂ රස එකට චේන්ජ් වෙන්න.
කිසි ගැම්මක් නෑ. පදම පරක්කු ඇයි?
සුමීරි පානේ පදමට ගහලා දවස පුරා ගතට දැනෙන මිහිරක් පුබුදා.
හොඳම මැලිබන්තේ.
කහට පදම නියමෙට රස සමග මුසුණා. මැලිබන්තේ එක්ක අපේ දවස රස වුණා.
පදම වරුනේ.
කහට පදම නියමෙට රස සමග මුසුණා.
මැලිබන්තේ පදමට ගහට.
I have news. Let's meet.
සුවිසලි ලක්ක වෙනුවෙන් සෑමංගලක් දක්වාම දහඩිය හෙලීම සැබෑ පිරිමියෙකුගේ ගතියක්. ඔබේ උත්සාහය තියුණු වෙන තරමට ඔබේ ශරීරයේ උත්සාහයට අභියෝග කරයි. මුලින් දහඩිය, ඉන්පසු ග්‍රීස්, අන්තිමට ඉස්හොරි. ක්ලියර්මෙන් සමගින් නැගිටින්න කාලයයි මේ. සාමාන්‍ය ෂැම්පූවලට වඩා දෙගුණයක් ක්‍රියාකාරී ක්ලියර්මෙන් ඔබත් සමග ඉස්හොරි වලට එරෙහිව සටන් වදී. ඔබේ ජයග්‍රහණයට පෙරමං සදන අසම සමීලක්ක වෙත යන සැබෑ පිරිමින් වෙනුවෙන්ම සුවිශේෂී ක්ලියර්මෙන් ලොබාංගේගේ මෙන්ස් ෂැම්පූ. Then Gold Dio Body Spray. හඳුන්වා දෙන අලුත් මාළුත් මාදිලි 4කින්. Blaze, Challenge, Storm සහ Rave. අදම try කරන්න. Gold Dio Body Spray. පැය 24 පුරා.
Echo the voices of fun. Fashion inspired by emotion. Glitz, the fashion destination.
Welcome back to Royal Complex. This is Singer Schools Rugby League second round cup segment between the home team Royal versus Isipathana, and the visitors leading 6-0 at the end of the half time. And we have Royal already on the park waiting for the visiting team to come. Looks like even the referees are not bothered. There's a couple of minutes remaining if they are not concerned. Irshad Kader, former referee, having a word with Veranga and his team, doing the CMO's job role after he's been retired from the officiating. Due to a cardiac arrest. So he's good. He's good after that small surgery, and only 2 penalties in this first half. In the meantime, St. Thomas is leading 11-0 over Trinity in Mount Lavinia, and also St. Joseph's leading over St. Peter's 13-5. This is the trophy that they are playing for, Major Milroy Fernando Trophy. And also in the plate segment, Kingswood 19-0 over Zaira at the half time.
So interesting second half battle, Sabir. Isipathana have done very well in the first half, but the game is not over. Royal have an entire half. It's just 6-0 for all that pressure Isipathana put. So, and Royal are attacking at a very favorite end of theirs. So here we go, the second half of the Major Milroy Fernando Trophy. Royal once again switching play.
That's a good restart by Royals 13 Colin Nandila, and Isipathana sends it back. That's not a bad kick from the 22 to the 10-meter mark. 6-0, 2 penalties in the first half, and 2 yellow cards for Royal as well. One for their halfback Nipuna Yasojana and their number 6 Achita Radishan. At one point, Isipathana had the advantage of 13 playing against their 15, but still they were unable to make that count. Royal line out. Jai Surya to put the throw in. Well collected this time by Samadhi Indwara. Pick and go by the hooker, Jai Surya. Tuleb Hassan also involving in that ruck. Again, here's the kick coming into the open space. A bit of cross kick, but that fine touch. Not much of territory gain, but probably this is what Royal want to do, just like Isipathana did in the first half.
Well, Isipathana was kicking it high, trying to retain possession. Royal on the hand, that was, I think, the correct option. Just a bit of incorrectness in the execution there. They would have loved to gain more territory off that punt. But Isipathana now, they are not strong in their lineouts. So far they have been okay, but now it's an important lineout, important throw here. They've got to make this right and try to push back Royal back to inside their own half.
Another
with
good
the first
throw.
bit right.
Good carry as well by Tarindu Kevala. Isipathana still with position. Kalhara just setting things up for his box kick.
No chases from Isipathana. A bit slow, but they still managed to put some pressure. The ball. The referee getting involved there. The referee says knock forward, so Isipathana ball.
Well, even the second half start in favor of the green machine. And what is interesting is that Hisham Royal have scored 32 tries so far in this tournament, and Isipathana have scored only 24 tries. So Royal, we know how well they can manipulate the opposite defense into attack, but we still didn't see anything happening as such. So far it's all Isipathana. Kalhara will probably send it to Ruberu, and Ruberu probably put this once again into the skies.
Well, I think Isipathana so far have been playing it smart, trying to pin Royal inside their own half. Here's Ruberu with possession, like you said, goes for the kick. High, where are the chases? Isipathana need to get their chases on mark. The Royal player returns with interest.
That's an excellent kick, Hisham. I thought for instant it's going out on the full. If it's out on the full, they have to come all the way from the player where he kicked it from. And I think that was Malisha Pereira who made that big and well executed kick. One bounce and into the sidelines. So the message from the coaching staffs are really clear. Play territorial game and play in the opposition half and put some pressure.
There you go, players focused. It's all about nerves. You got to keep your composure. Isipathana secure the line out, but it's not straight, says the referee. So it'll be Royal ball. Referee asking, you want the line out? Do you want the scrum? They'll go for the scrum. So they're inside their half. A good platform, probably a number 8 break. Or if they like, they can send it out wide to Tuleb Hassan.
Yeah, that's a big mistake by Koda Goda, the number 4 for Isipathana. Yeah, we haven't seen much happening from the Royal backs. We saw Tuleb Hassan going for a couple of hits, and one was given away position with Isipathana's turnover. However, Malisha to Lehan. Good work, good wrap-up pass by Malisha. Is that a knock-on? He placed the ball well from the far corner. Or is it a knock-on by the scrum half? No, he managed to do it well.
Huge tackle on the Royal player, but Royals do well. They'll go on the other side again. Here's Malisha Pereira, puts the boot in. Good kick. Doesn't go out on the full. So they are now trying to keep Isipathana inside their own half. And waiting for Isipathana to make that mistake. And we know how Royal can be very dangerous once they enter the opposition 22. It's not easy to send them back or retain possession once they do that.
That's a very good kick by Malisha Pereira. Now he is marshalling his backs. This is what you want to do. Less pressure, less hassle. Good collection by Isipathana number 7 Tarindu Vevala. And good drive. Almost 4 meters. Kalhara. And unfortunately there's a knock on. I think there was a knock on from Gautam.
Well, this is what Royal want. They are doing what Isipathana kept doing in the first half. All they need is just put pressure on Isipathana inside their own half. And once the mistake comes, they have players who are capable of punishing the opposition. So important scrum for Royal. They've got a few early in the second half, but so far they have not been able to capitalize. They've got another shot here. Nipuna Yasojana with the feed in. Ball is at the back. Here's Yasojana. Finds Hassan straight at Ruberu. The two crash ball merchants up against each other. Here's Royal on the charge. The player is looking for support. Royal, here we go into the opposition 22. It's the first time they've done this all game. Man on the outside. Stefan misses his man, but Royal still with possession. Isipathana scrambling in defense. Here comes Royal. That's number 3, Radesh Vijayaratna. Isipathana in trouble. They've got men on the outside. Royal need to send this out. Here's Malisha Pereira. goes himself. Royal on the charge into the 5-meter line. The secure position. They need to slow things down here. Here's Yashodhana. Royal rumbling their way forward. Inches close from the try line. That's got to be a penalty. Yes, referee playing advantage. Almost in the try line. Is he held up?
Whoa, that's been called held up. Interesting. We would like to see a replay. And it took almost 43 minutes for Royal to play this attacking rugby. And one might wonder why not in the first half. But anyway, this is the first time they entered the opposite 5-meter mark. Tap is being taken quickly. Excellent work by Veera Surya, keeping position in the 5-meter mark.
This is what we spoke about. It all takes just one moment. Has this been turned over? No, the referee says it's still advantage. And a yellow card for Isipathana player. Manoj Gautam. Not sure what the offence was. Was it a shoulder charge? We're not quite sure, but Isipathana now down to 14 men. They're down. They don't have their number 2, their hooker with them. Royal 5 meters away from the try line. They're smelling blood here. Yashodhana runs at the defense. Here's Tuleb Hassan. It's advantage Royal, probably for offside. Isipathana cannot give away any more penalties. They'll risk going down to 13 men. And the referee wants to have a word with the Isipathana camp.
penalties right? Line offside, right? Please control the game, right? Next time, come on.
There you go, probably the final warning for Isipathana captain. No more offsides. So Isipathana under pressure. First time in the game. It took 44 minutes for Royal to come up with this. Going hard at the Isipathana pack. They know this is their weak link. Can Isipathana match Royal's physicality? So far, they are backpedaling. Royal grinding their way forward. Meters away from the try line. Desperate stuff here by Isipathana. Royal, there you go, that's the melee. This probably would be a yellow card. Is this a yellow card? Referee says penalty. The referee stops play. Not sure why. I think it's a blood injury. Yep, it's a blood injury. Probably a clash of heads there. That's, I think, Dilshan Jaya, the replacement prop forward who came in to this game very early, who placed Aditya Veera Surya.
That doesn't look good.
Green 5.
But he has made a difference, Sabir. Dilshan Jaya. He's, I think, brought a bit more stability into the Royal 8. He will want to carry on, definitely. That injury is not going to stop him.
Yeah, he would love to carry on with few stitches. But Isipathana, they have to be smart, they have to be disciplined, not to conceding any more yellow cards. And they considered 3 yellow cards after 70th minute in the game against Wesley Hisham. This is what you don't want to see. Also a couple of yellow cards in the Wesley game.
There you go. It's the crib bandage on, taping up. He's going to carry on. He's going to soldier on. Dilshan Jaya. Replay. He was probably bleeding prior to that. The referee was quick to spot that. He told him, you need to get some medical attention there. There you go. Medical attention on the battlefield. And Royal inside the Isipathana red zone. The first time they've come here throughout the game. Isipathana are down to 14 men. One of their key defenders Manoj Gautam is out, and Royal will call for a scrum. Interesting call there. I think it's a sensible call. Bit of change.
Now the time is ticking. Still a converted try will give Royal the advantage. So the scrum is not equal. It has to be 7 apiece because of Gautam's yellow card.
And Bhagya has been shifted into the blind side. Ramita next to Malika Ruberu just to try and stop this Royal attack. Here comes Royal. Tuleb Hassan bumps off the first defender. Secures ball. They're still going on. They dragged him close to the try line. Royal, are they over the line? Yes, they are under the post. Try time.
Excellent work. Royal knew that they are going to score. And the try scorer with the scrum cap. I think that was Indura Nanayakara. In fact, it's number 2, Rajidu Jayasuriya, who scored that try. It's not easy, especially when you are in the 5-meter mark to defend these big forwards. There's the carry from Indura first time. And then too easy.
Not the perfect of body positioning by the Isipathana players as well. And it was walking stuff here for Rajindu. Goes under the post. The conversion is good by Malisha Pereira, and Royal just like that take the lead. It's 7 points to 6. That's what we were talking about. All it takes is just a matter of a slight moment in the game. And Royal, that was the first time they entered Isipathana territory, and they go away with a 7-pointer. Isipathana need to come back.
There we go.
Samat Kalhara, long kick straight at the Royal player. He returns it with interest, and Isipathana with the line out, just inside their half. And all that pressure was just from a single line out, which was misjudged by Isipathana. They kept giving away penalties, free kicks, poor in the line outs, and Royal. That's the brilliance of this Royal team. Small mistake, and they capitalize on it. Now Isipathana are under pressure. Royal knows they just need to stick to the basics. Isipathana with the line out. It's Dodangoda with the throw in. Kalhara to Manu Ratnayaka. Tries to go through the Royal defense. Nowhere through. Smashed in the tackle. Here's number 8, Daham Vikramarachi. Bumps off. Yashojana still going. Needs support. Where's Isipathana forwards? They are here. They're looking for players. Unorganized. Kalhara goes through once again, but dragged down by the Royal player.
No, 6-0. 6-0.
That's a penalty, says the referee. I think that was a bit harsh. We'd like to see a replay on that. Malcolm Ribeiro straight away points at the post. I think the Royal player was perfectly entitled to go for the ball. It looked like that at first instances. So Ruberu with the chance of putting Isipathana in the lead once again by 2 points. Slight angle on the kick. Lines it up. Looks focused. Important passage in the game. There you go. Malika Ruberu. The kicks look is good. No, he drifts away. So there you go. Ruberu misses it. Will this come back to haunt Isipathana? He's been so reliable with the boot.
Yeah, 6 points going back in by Manilka Ruberu. One, of course, 48 meter. He had the distance but not the direction. Anyway, Royal will be relieved after this missed attempt. And the conversion, or the 22 dropout rather, by Nandila. And Isipathana again coming. Obstruction, in fact. Another opportunity for Royal to gain that territorial advantage. Nandila, the man, puts the kick into touch and just inside the 10-meter mark.
Green mark. Green mark.
Here's that misconversion. Oh, actually the first points on the board. That's how Manilka Ruberu missed in the first half, and this is the other one. 2 missed kicks.
Well, he certainly has the distance in his kicks.
Try scorer with the throw in, collected well. I think it was by Lahir Yomal. Here's the halfback, puts a lovely click, excellently executed. This is what Royal wants, to come into the opposite 22, but they are having the penalty advantage. Not sure what is the advantage for. Isipathana guilty of playing offside. I think it was number 10. Bhagya was a little too excited. In the meantime, St. Peter scores another try. So it's getting close, 13-all with the conversion to come.
Green number 7.
Intriguing battle there up in
Green
Bambalapitiya.
7. Oh, green 7. Green 7.
Here we go, Royal with another line out. Right on the 22. Manoj Gautam is back on the field. Isipathana also make a change. That's number 7. He's off and he'll be replaced by Bandara. Important line out for Royal. Right on the 22. Knocked back, says the referee. Play continues. Royal with possession. Into the opposition 22 they go. Royal rumbling forward. This is where they're so dangerous after a quiet first half. Isipathana under pressure, scrambling in defense. Inch by inch, Royal march forward. This is where their forwards do the business for them. Yasojana look for options. There you go. 5 meters gained. Royal doing all the hard stuff. Another pass to Malisha Pereira. Good tackle, doesn't gain any territory, but still retains possession.
Advantage.
That's the high scorer pop. No, it's number 17. It's Dilshan Jaya. Not sure on the number. Yashojana with the punt. Advantage coming in favor of Royal.
Number
So they
18.
go with the punt.
No,
Yashojana
18.
looking for options. Goes for the quick tap again. Royal mean business here. 5 meters away from the try line.
No, no. No, no, green, no, green, no.
The ball is available. Grinding their way forward. Royal have men on the outside. Once again, it's advantage. This could be probably another yellow card for Isipathana as well. Was that a try? Is that a try? Referee says held up, but he'll come back for the penalty.
Wait.
Here's Yashojana. He's speeding things up. Holding on, says the referee. That was the offense for the advantage to be played. Quick tap. Isipathana defending for their lives. Royal almost through, just so close to the try line.
No, no. Release! Release!
Referee on the spot.
Good save.
Ashojana. Here's Malisha. Finds Kaljanandila. That's a brilliant tackle by Praveen Stefan.
But he should have given that to his right.
Stay.
No one to defend. Another 5 points. Almost a sitter.
Ruck form, green! Ruck form, green! Ruck form, ruck.
This is some good rugby by both the teams. Royal attacking, Isipathana defense. Isipathana have considered 4 penalties in the last 2 minutes.
This is
Stay
where
back,
Royal are
green!
so
Stay back,
deadly.
green!
And this really eats up all the energy. And it's a turnover ball. Knock forward. So Isipathana live to fight another day. Players high-fiving each other. And Isipathana with opportunity to get out of jail.
Yeah, good times for Isipathana. Can they come out of this 22? This is what they want to. Kalhara, the man who will take that responsibility, but they might, we never know this Isipathana team, they might intend to attack from this scrum as well. But to be the wiser option would be to kick into territory.
Right, my call, my call. Crouch!
Kalhara.
Bind.
They've got plenty of time, Sabir, so they just need to get out of jail here. Play smart
Stay back,
rugby.
stay back, stay back! Use it!
Kalhara with the ball. Sends it out to Mail Ruberu. Lines it up the kick. And gets play around the 22-meter area, just outside the 22. An important line out here for both teams. Isipathana will try to seal this.
Mark here. Mark.
Try scorer Rajindu Jayasurya. The important throw here. Important line out. Royal secure possession. Forwards trying to do the business. Yashojana getting things organized. The ball comes out the back. Malisha Pereira almost fumbled with it but regains possession. Royal go back a few meters but they still have the ball. Isipathana have to be careful. They cannot give away a penalty. A penalty here would probably mean another yellow card as well. Royal going back but still with possession. Great strength by the Royal ball carriers.
Use it!
Latching onto his partner, they double up. Royal trying to eat up the clock. Grind their way through. Once again, it's the defensive duties Isipathana
Get back.
are being called upon to execute. Here's Malisha Pereira. We got men on the outside. No, that's good defense by Stefan. Royal managed to retain possession. Yashojana. Isipathana defending hard.
Use it!
This is why it's so tricky against Royal.
Can play. Can play.
Oh, that's a good turnover, Sham. That's a very well done work. And here's Kalhara puts the kick into the sweeper. And here comes the chase.
Not bad.
And that's a good foot race. But Royal wins the ball position. It come off Nandila and followed by Bhagya of Isipathana.
Mark here. How many, please?
Now we see that Isipathana is struggling to come into Royal half, just like we witnessed in the first half, where Royal played almost their entire 35 minutes inside their own half.
Off the screen, a Royal player is down. Malka Ruberu too needs some bit of attention. Looks like an ankle injury. The Royal player immediately calling for the stretcher. Contrasting halves, Sabir. This is what Isipathana were doing in the first half, pinning Royal into their own half, trying to force them to make mistakes. And now Royal doing the same. And with that highly efficient, big built forwards, they have an advantage. And Isipathana have to defend another line out. They managed to push them back, but it's too close for comfort.
Just over 10 minutes remaining, Isham. 6.7. How many of you would have thought that this score line, we're going to expect it today? Royal, of course, scored a converted try. And Isipathana just 2 penalties from the boot of Manilka Ruberu.
Well, many were predicting a quite open game where tries would be scored, but I think you predicted it might go down to the wire. Still 1 point in it. Bit of chit-chat going on between the players off your screen.
And in the meantime, St. Peter's just got the lead, 15 points to 13 over St. Joseph's. And actually St. Joseph's scores another try. So that's 15 points to 18. That's a really seesaw battle. This is the action replay. And I think
there was an awkward landing. Fell on his back. The ankle was towards the other side.
Not sure who the player
is.
Exactly. But Royal will stand with a 4-man line out.
Interesting the way Royal has lined up. The line out is good. Here's Malisha Pereira. Huge tackle on the Royal defender. The Royal secure possession. But the Isipathana player has injured himself. That's Daham Vikrama. He's on his feet. Royal still with possession. Quick ball here. Malisha Pereira for Tuleb Hassan. Goes to the Isipathana ranks. Still going, pumping his legs. Takes it onto the corner. Royal with possession. Steps inside. Still going. This is great stuff by Royal. Grinding their way forward. Yashojana to Dilshan Jaya. Sets it up. Here's Malisha Pereira. Kalunandila. Here comes the Royal backs. That's number 14. Yasas Rashmika. Secures possession. This is what Royal need. They're going laterally, but they are gaining ground. Setting it up. They've got men on the outside. Surely they're going to send this out wide. That's the try scorer, Radindra Vijay Surya. Takes it into contact. Yashojana calling the shots. Here's Malisha Pereira. Almost through. Desperate defending by the young number 10 of Isipathana. Jaya takes it into contact. Setting it up. Royal doing what they do best. Good defense there. No way through. No gain. Here's Nandila. Comes it out to Radishan probably. Yes, that's Radishan. Still with possession. Malisha Pereira steps inside. Held up. Royal securing possession. Tries to go through Manilka Ruberu.
Step back.
They've got it's a 3-on-3 situation. Should have passed. Tries to go on his own. Once again on the blind side. It's all helter-skelter stuff. Both teams desperate to get a score on the board. Royal trying to distance himself from Isipathana. All the defending here by Isipathana. Royal on the charge. Advantage by the referee. Just what Royal wanted. The Ashojana has been brilliant for me, Sabir. He's been organizing things at the breakdown brilliantly. Getting his forwards, getting his backs. They have the advantage, so just a hopeful kick. The referee will come back for the penalty. It's going to be another yellow card. Trouble for Isipathana. They get a yellow card here. They're going to end up with 14 men.
Offside. Number 3.
Number 3.
Offside.
Yes, yellow card.
Offside.
Passing to Disa Naika. That's the end of his game. So Isipathana will finish this game with a man down. And off your screen, there's another player down as well. I think that's Ashan Gunasekara.
Number 10.
Yeah, Sham, I don't think Isipathana just losing their momentum. And pendulum is shifting towards the Royal. And like you said, the little scrum off
Please, 10 meters, get
Yasojana has been brilliant. despite his yellow card in the first half.
Ball now for the line outs. You don't need any prizes for guessing here, unless Royal surprise everyone on the park. Here comes the deadly roller at the famous end. Isipathana making a few changes. Nadine Basic makes way. Kevin Stefan, who's been taken out. Rifki, another player who's been thrown into the game, and he replaces Manoj Gautam. And Senior Rajapaksha, the other prop forward, also coming in. And that's for number 8, the Vikramarachi, who's clutching on to his wrist. Young number 8. Isipathana need to defend this important line out. Royal go short. Here comes the rolling maul. They set it up. They bring it down. So far so good. Royal with possession. Slowly, surely, Royal gaining ground. This is what they're so good at. We spoke about this pre-game. Slowly they rumble their way forward. Isipathana desperate. They can't give away any more penalties. Surely another yellow card if they do. They have been given all the warnings. Yashojana runs flat to Tuleb Hassan. Not the best of passes, but still manages to get possession. Royal have options. They go through their forwards once again. That's Jaya. Just in front of the post.
Use it.
Slowly, Royal eating up the clock as well. Isipathana don't have much time now. Into the last 5 minutes we go. Isipathana need to first defend this prior to thinking of any comeback. Royal setting it up. They've got number 8, Lahiru Yomal, waiting as first receiver. Here we go. Yashojana to Yomal. Goes to the defense. Takes 3 to stop him. Still with possession, Royal. Yashojana looking for options. Gets his forward, take it forward, set it up. Royal crowd know what's coming. Backing up their team. 5 meters away from the try line.
Get back.
Yashojana. Lovely loop. Here we go. This could be try number 2 and the match for Royal. Try time. Royal seal the game.
Excellent work by Royal. And they really and steadily and slowly build up those faces. And the fullback. It's Lehan Gunaratne, the man who scored that try. Well done, young man. How well they executed these faces, and of course Isipathana really under pressure. It's not easy to defend all these big hits coming from Royal, especially inside the 5 meter. That's a lovely work once again. Great wrap up, a lovely loop work. Yashojana once again involving in that, and Lehan Gunaratne said thank you very much.
Green number 1.
That's pretty much the final nail on this Isipathana's coffin.
The referee wants to have a word on a yellow card.
Both the front row forwards, both the props are out. I don't know whether it's for offside or a shoulder charge.
So this is what cost the game for Isipathana last week against St. Peter's, and they've called for their own ruination here. Both the props. That's the end of their game.
In the meantime, St. Thomas is leading 11 points to 7. And the conversion is a peach of a kick. Excellent stuff by Royal. 14 points to 6.
Dulan Gunawardana with an excellent conversion. He surely is capable of that. He played fullback last season. Switching to wing 3. seems to have a heavily strapped leg. But Isipathana now, they've got to score twice.
Behind the ball.
And the other news from Bamalapedia, St. Joseph's trailing by 3 points as St. Peter's leading 18 points to 15. We also have to look at the player of the match in this Royal versus Isipathana. $21 points to 20. Joes versus St. Peter's. Joes came back to the lead. That's another helter-skelter. But 2 more or less than 2 minutes remaining in our clock. Hisham, who would be your player of the match?
It's been a sluggish game. Players dominating in fringes. I think Dilshan Jaya made a change. But for me, I think Nipuna Yashojana was the man for me. I like the way he organized things, speeds up things, and calling his forwards into the game, using his backs. And the last try, lovely wraparound, the fly half around that pod, setting up the try. For me, my option would be Nipuna Yashojana overall, the scrum half. He didn't score, but I love the work rate he put in this game.
There we go, the Royal halfback would be our pick for the player of the match, and well collected by Isipathana. Kalhara sends out to the newly replacement who came off the bench. As he goes into contact, he gives away position. He was pretty much isolated as he took from the inside pass from Manilka Ruberu. Here's Royal taking it quickly. Why so hurry? Not sure. It was Kalin the Nandila.
Royal spilling blood. They have to play against 13 men. Here's Lehan Gunaratna. Lovely pass to Malisha Pereira. There's Dulan Gunawardana trying to step his way through. Nowhere to go. That's another penalty.
Well, Kalhara, the culprit, challenging on his opposite number. Will there be a yellow card coming in?
Green number 9.
Number 9.
Green number 9. Number 9. Green number 9.
Dear oh dear, another yellow card. It's a yellow card feast happening here at Royal Complex. And it's not the home team who are in yellow and gold.
So Isipathana down to 12 men, and that's their game. They've given a good fight. Love to see a replay of that. I think Chamat Kalar did go for the tackle, but the referee called. He was attempting a hit on the ball. So Royal taking their time. They're making another change, is it? No, it's just Ramita De Silva coming back. Referee says a minute left.
Royal very much eager to get that bonus point, Hisham.
Release!
Well, interestingly, taken the tap and straight away into contact. Here's the try scorer, Jayasuriya.
Well, there you go, Royal. No, they have their numbers. Lehan Gunaratna steps it up. Atita Radishan gains ground. Royal secure position. Yashojana to Malisha Pereira. Here comes the big man for Royal. That's number 5. Janendra Nanak Kara. Here's Yashojana going on the blind side. Here's Radishan. Nowhere to go. Wrong option. Yashojana still uses his brick prop forward. It's Radesh Vijayaratna. The ball is out. The try scorer. It's number 8. Dahiru Yomal. They've got men on the outside. Lehan Gunaratna. Dula finds Dulan Gunawardana. Cuts inside. Finds the Isipathana defense. Royal, just like that. Surge into Isipathana 22. Loose pass. It'll find Kalundu Nandila. Here's Radesh Vijayaratna on his own. This could be try number 3 for Royal. Icing on the cake. Nothing to do. Straight through the defense. And what a way to retain the Major Milroy Fernando Trophy for another year for Royal.
Excellent stuff by Royal, knowing that they're playing with advantage. This is how you have to do. Go for few contacts, build few faces. The gaps will automatically create. Here's that try replay. Excellent work by Royal number 5. That's Indur Nanakara. This is what Isipathana did not do in the first half when Royal were out with 2 yellow cards.
Well, some confusion, but the referee has called the match is over because they did not take the conversion. Well, there you go. The game is done. Royal, what a second half. They are confused. They wanted the bonus point, so they did not take the conversion. They came back for the restart. That's what the Royal players are arguing. But what a performance by Royal. Did almost so much of defending in the first half. What a performance in the second half.
Yeah, incredible performance by Royal. They completely dominated. They just took a lesson or a leaf from Isipathana's first half approach, keeping Royal scoreless. 6-0 was the first half score. But then again, in the second half, Royal just dominated position and territory. And it was not easy to stop these big forwards for the Green Machines. 19 points to 6. That's how the game is. Game ended here at the Royal Complex.
So I missed all that. Well, one could say the scoreline does not reflect a true story, because Isipathana put a lot of heart into this game, but Royal turned things around in the second half. They turned things around using their forwards, hitting those gaps. Always kept back Isipathana pinned into their own half. Isipathana had literally no answer. They did not enter the Royal 22 in the second half. They had a shot at goal which could have given them the lead back, but that was that. Manika Rubedu missed the kick. What a performance by Royal, deserving winners. And it ends 19 points to 6 here at the Royal College Sports Complex, and they will be lifting the Major Milroy Fernandez Trophy for the second successive year. And I think it goes way back into 2002 or 2001, where Royal consecutively managed to retain the Major Milroy Fernandez Trophy. So Isipathana did the job on Royal in 2017. They were halfway through that journey here today, but what a performance by Royal. Remarkable comeback. The second half, we can talk about it all day long, but in the end, they retain the trophy, and they also keep their league title hopes alive. Any update on the Josephian Peterite game, Sabir?
St. Peter's managed to snatch a win, 23 points to 21, with under the post penalty in the last minute. This is how it all happened in the second half. Tried through their hooker Rajendra Jayasuriya, and then some lovely work. Lehan Gunaratna scoring that in the far corner, and this is what Isipathana had to deal with. 2 yellow cards followed by another, and Royal wanted to score their bonus point, but the referee said time off or time up. It's not an 80-minute game, it's a 70-minute game. This is how that second try came in. Full time score 19 points to 6 in favor of the defending champions. So next week Royal will take on St. Peter's.
Royal
already played St. Peter's. St. Peter's managed to win that game. This is how this game ended, with 3 tries. Royal was scoreless in the first half, and they scored all 3 tries in the second half, and out of 2 was converted. 6 points to 0 in favor of Isipathana at the half time, and 19-6 at the full time. Nipunaya Sojana, the Royal halfback, as the Papare player of the match.
Royal will be playing St. Joseph's, who lost today. They'll be demoralized, and Royal, well, I think St. Peter's, if they win their next game, they are the league champs. St. Peter's played 20, played Isipathana.
So the upcoming fixtures: Science versus Wesley, 23rd June. 4 p.m. at Air Force Ground, and Dharmaraja versus DSA Nanayaka. That's a plate clash. We are bringing you live from Nitavala. So that is happening the week after. Wesley versus Trinity at Sugat Das Stadium, 29 June, and Royal versus St. Joseph's here at Royal Complex, and that's going to be another cracking encounter. So that's all we have from Royal Complex, and we'll catch you with more action tomorrow. And I'm Sabir Kadir signing along with Hisham Hamid. It's good night from us.
ඉරිඟු සහල් මුං සෝයා විතරක් නෙවෙයි කිරිත් එකතු කරලා. ඒ නිසා මා චේන්ජ් වුණා.
ලංකාවේ ළමයින්ගේ අලුත්ම සොයා ගැනීම. මේක රස එක. මැලිබන් යාපෝෂ රසයකට චේන්ජ් වෙන්න.
කිසි ගැම්මක් නෑ. පදම පරක්කු ඇයි?
සුමීරි පානේ පදමට ගහලා දවස පුරා ගතට දැනෙන මිහිරක් බුබුදා.
හොඳම මැලිබන්තේ.
කහට පදම නියමෙට රස සමග මුසුණා. මැලිබන්තේ එක්ක අපේ දවස රස වුණා.
පදම වරුනේ.
කහට පදම නියමෙට රස සමග මුසුණා.
මැලිබන්තේ පදමට කහට.
සුවිසලි ලක්ක වෙනුවෙන් සෑමංගලක් දක්වාම දහඩිය හෙලීම සැබෑ පිරිමියෙකුගේ ගතියක්. ඔබේ උත්සාහය තියුණු වෙන තරමට ඔබේ ශරීරයේ උත්සාහයට අභියෝග කරයි. මුලින් දහඩිය, ඉන්පසු ග්‍රීස්, අන්තිමක ඉස්හොරි. ක්ලියර්මෙන් සමගින් නැගිටින්න කාලයයි මේ. සාමාන්‍ය ෂැම්පූ වලට වඩා දෙගුණයක් ක්‍රියාකාරී ක්ලියර්මෙන් ඔබත් සමග ඉස්හොරි වලට එරෙහිව සටන් වදී. ඔබේ ජයග්‍රහණයට පෙරමං සදන අසමසම ඉලක්ක වෙත යන සැබෑ පිරිමින් වෙනුවෙන්ම සුවිශේෂී ක්ලියර්මෙන් ලොබාංගේගේ මෙන්ස් ෂැම්පූ.
ශ්‍රී ලාංකික සැමගේ තේරීම no limit.
When she's special, she's not just a girlfriend. She is your sweetheart. When you feel it, you don't just call it sunshine. You call it warmth. When you reveal your deepest emotions, it's not just art. It's freedom. And when its essence is premium cocoa butter, it's not just chocolate. It's Ravello. Chocolate so special, you call it Ravello.
Drift in search of happiness. Fashion inspired by emotion. Glitz, the fashion destination.
එහා ගෙදර කුමාරිලගේ ලොකුකම අලුතෙන් ලොකු සයිස් එකක් කරා. සයිස් එක ගැනමයි ලොකුවට කතාව. අපේ එක ඉතින් 32නේ. අපිට තෙන්ඩලු ටීවී බලන්න එහෙ. ලොකුවට පේනවයි කියන්නේ.
අපි මොකටද කාගේවත් ලොකු සයිස් බලන්න? යන් සිංගරයකට.
ලොකු සයිස් බලන්න සිංගර් එකට එන්න. ලොකු බ්‍රෑන්ඩ්ස් වල ලොකු සයිස් ටීවී දැන් සිංගර් එකෙන් ටික ගෙවන්න ගන්න. වසර 3ක වගකීම හා සිංගර් අලෙවියෙන් පසු විශිෂ්ට සේවය.
ලොකු සයිසුනාට ගියේ පොඩි ගානයිනේ.
Okay, she's ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
Impressive CV. But why do you want to work here?
Is your unlimited package limiting you? Be really unlimited with the largest network. Talk unlimited with more than 13 million Sri Lankans with Dialog. Dialog Blaster Unlimited. A range of daily, weekly and monthly plans. Dial #678# to convert your package or get a new connection. It's always been my dream to be a part of a blue chip company.
දැන් යහ පෝෂා දන්නේ ඉරිඟු සහල් මුං සෝයා විතරක් නෙවෙයි කිරිත් එකතු කරලා. ඒ නිසා මා චේන්ජ් වුණා.
ලංකාවේ ළමයින්ගේ අලුත්ම සොයා ගැනීම. මේක රස එක. මැලිබන් යහපෝෂ රස එකට චේන්ජ් වෙන්න.
කිසි ගැම්මක් නෑ. පදම පරක්කු ඇයි?
සුමීරි පානේ පදමට ගහලා දවස පුරා ගතට දැනෙන මිහිරක් පුබුදා.
හොඳම මැලිබන්තේ.
කහට පදම නියමෙට රස සමග මුසුණා. මැලිබන්තේ එක්ක අපේ දවස රස වුණා.
පදම වරුනේ.
කහට පදම නියමෙට රස සමග මුසුණා.
මැලිබන්තේ පදමට කහට.
ශ්‍රී ලාංකික සැමගේ තේරීම. No limit. Stumble upon a surprise. Fashion inspired by emotion. Glitz, the fashion destination.